Glen's used one of these burger presses and it's absolutely crap and the whole thing has just fallen apart as I tried to pick it up. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Diet Diaries. My name is Anthony and if you're new here, this is my weight loss journey. I have been on Jane Plan for, I really don't remember how many days. I put the number there, and it's bank holiday weekend. It is Easter, and we're not really doing Jane Plan. I'm actually having a bit of a cheat weekend this weekend, but I thought I'd bring you along for the ride because last year we bought this barbecue. We bought it right at the end of the good weather, so it's kind of been sat there. So we're now going to do something about it. But we're not having the barbecue till tomorrow. But what I do need to do is prepare the barbecue, and because we're going to be smoking the pork, I thought I'd show you how I'm going to do it. But before we get to the food, yesterday I weighed myself. Check this out. £241, 241 pounds, 241 pounds. That's 5 off in 2 weeks. 17 stone, 3 pound. I'm 3 pound away from being under 17 stone, and I've not been under 17 stone in probably about 8 years. That's mad. Over 3 stone lost. 3 stone, 1 pound to be exact. That's 43 pounds for those in the States. And for my European friends, that is 19.5 kilograms. And I swear to God, I am absolutely over the mood. I'm so over the mood. I've had a whiskey to say, well done me. Yeah, it's been a long journey. We've still got a long way to go. I still want to lose about 2 stone. But to hit that 3 stone milestone, I'm really pleased. Because we'd put weight on in the last weigh-in, which was 2 weeks ago, because I'm kind of weighing every fortnight at the moment, and to get to 43 pounds lost total, I'm super happy. Really, really proud of myself. We've got a long way to go, as I say, and this barbecue probably isn't going to help things too much, but who cares? Anyway, bank holiday weekend, everyone. Happy Easter. Let's get the barbecue on. So according to the many YouTubers that we've watched with regards to getting the barbecue ready for low, slow, long time cooking, is you use what's called the snake method, which is essentially when you take the coals and you put them all around the circumference, and then you light it at one end, and then that catches the other, and it should be a nice long consistent burn through the night, because we're going to be putting the pork on in the middle of the night. I have tried this before, and it's always I found that it goes out. So I've added some extra fire lighters, and I've also added a lot of the wood chips. Now those wood chips are whiskey wood chips, I believe. So they should give it the smoke a nice flavour that will permeate all the meat. Speaking of the meat, this is a shoulder of pork, which is a 2 kilogram shoulder. What you're supposed to do, and I'll show you how to do it, is you're supposed to cut the skin and the fat off. As I did that, I just got a splash on my glasses. And then you put the rub in, and we're going to do that tonight, ready for when I set my alarm, so I can put it straight on the barbecue. We also have these short ribs. Now, in the oven, these would be a 6-hour cook on 160 degrees centigrade. So I assume the barbecue is probably going to be a bit cooler than that because of the nature of the snake. So I'm going to put these on for 10 hours. I'm actually going to put these on for the same amount of time as the pork. We also have a rub. There's some herbs in here. Why is there herbs in here? Glenn made it. It's got some spice. It's got lots of paprika and Cajun spices and things like that. And there's some chili in there as well. There's garlic in here and onion salt as well. All those good things, and there's quite a lot there. yeah, some would say there's too many calories in that lot. But the thing is, when you want to have a barbecue like this and you want to eat a lot of meat, we are cutting the fat off, which is where a lot of the calories do lie. Now, I did hear something interesting actually. There is the same number of calories per gram in protein as there is in carbohydrates, which I found very surprising. So I always thought that carbs had more, but there we go. Anyway, my point being is this: if you're on a weight loss journey, if you want to have a barbecue, as far as I'm concerned, do it, because it's all about portion control. Now, a lot of us who got overweight in the first place because we just eat too much. But if you can control your portion size, and if you're on a weight loss plan, it could be Jane Plan or Slimming World or Weight Watchers or Hello Fresh, I don't know. But the point is, if you've got your portion sizes under control, then just because you're having a barbecue doesn't give you it's not a reason to go and gorge yourself. You can still eat great barbecue food, but just have less of it. You know, eat until don't overeat. I would eat until I was in a food coma. We've all experienced that, I'm sure. So tomorrow there's quite a lot of meat here, but a lot of it's going to feed us over the next few days. And yeah, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to prepare it now. Midnight, and this was originally meant to be like a 10-hour barbecue, but I had a thought, which is I don't want to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to put this on, so we're turning it into a bit of a longer barbecue. I guess when it comes to pulled pork, the longer, the lower, the slower, the better. I could be completely wrong. We'll find out tomorrow. So I've taken the meat out of the fridge now, and I'm just bringing it up to room temperature. And what I'm going to do is get the barbecue started to get the coals going, and it'll probably be about 25 minutes, I reckon, once the snake has started to catch, and then we'll put the meat on there, and then I can go to bed. The snake has kind of started. I think about 8 inches has taken now, which is too much. But let's get the meat on. Yeah, let's do it. God, I got smoke everywhere. And the neighbour's security light keeps coming on. See you tomorrow. So this morning when I woke up, it had gone out. So I went to bed at 2 in the end. It's 7:37, and I've just been woken up by Glenn to say it's not worked. So I'm about to look at this for the first time. I give up. If you take a look at this graph, you can see how the temperature started to rise and then it was dropping after about 3-4 hours. But everything was still warm, which is good. And but what's the snake thing just isn't working, so I'm having to keep a close eye on it now. I reckon it's got another 2.5 hours before we can eat it, but it's looking quite nice. The actual beef ribs are starting to come away from the bone, which is good, and I've turned the pork over, so hopefully it will be okay. But what I didn't do, and I realized I should have done this, was put in some water in the bottom of the barbecue last night, because then that helps steam it and regulate the temperature, which, yeah, that's on me, sorry. fat is all congealed, and I know I shouldn't eat it, but I'm totally going to eat it because that flavour. Oh my god. Oh my god. I tell you what, 3 stone lost, 14 weeks of dieting, and this is the best reward in the world. Oh, that is so good. Right, it's not really interesting me making yummy sounds for the next 45 minutes. So see, the next barbecue, we're doing a bit of chicken.
By the way, I'm loving the shape.
I know, I look fit. It's getting quite sunny out here, which is very nice. It's quite warm. It's actually quite warm on my back. I think I'm about to put some sun cream on, come to think of it. And all we're going to be cooking on here today is some chicken wings, which have been marinating overnight and with some spices. And a couple of burgers that Glenn has made from scratch. Now, he's actually used 15% mince because that's what we had in the freezer. Now, if you are on a low calorie or calorie controlled diet, you can totally use 5% mince. The problem is I don't think it will taste as good, personally. We aren't exactly Jane planning it this weekend, so yeah, but we've only got like a burger each and a bun. So we have kept the carbs quite low. I'll tell you something funny actually, yesterday I ate so much meat, I was totally constipated, and on top of that, I didn't eat as much as I thought I would have. So a year ago, when I wasn't dieting and I was quite large, I would have eaten about 3 times as much food as what I was able to eat yesterday. I've got myself into this really good habit, and I do generally think you should too, where you basically, you stop eating when you're full. I get pleasure from eating, and it is something I go to for comfort, and it's something I go to for celebration. I've mentioned this many times before, but my point is this: if you can get to a habit where you just stop eating when you're full or when you've had enough, they're going to go a long way into maintaining your goal weight once you've reached it. Okay, let's sort this barbecue out. The oven is now on. I'm just gonna let that preheat for about 10 minutes, if that. And then what we'll do is put the chicken onto a baking tray, and I'm gonna cover it with some foil and stick it in the oven for about 20 minutes. Glenn's used one of these burger presses and it's absolutely crap, and the whole thing has just fallen apart as I've tried to pick it up. Glenn, your burgers, the second I picked one up, it fell apart. I'm actually blaming you. You made them. I'm blaming you. I am blaming you. You made them. You've made them wrong. They are the worst burgers I've ever seen. In fact, it's not really a burger, it's just poorly constructed mince. Try to flip Glenn's burgers. Look at the state of them. Oh God! This is why I end up doing everything myself. I think we can safely say that this has been a little bit of a disaster. Well, that went well. What do you think, Glenn? He's absolutely... As soon as I put that burger on the thing, it just fell apart. It fell apart before I even picked it out.
It's very tasty though. It's in bits, but it's tasty.
Let's see, shall we? The chicken wings look quite good. There you go. Have a chicken wing.
Put them down there.
Put them down there. The bread is stale. And the mushrooms look okay actually, to be fair. The one burger that kind of looks like a burger. And we'll put on some of this barbecue sauce, by the way, 100% really good barbecue sauce. So this is the burger. The flavour is banging. Yeah. Like burger bits.
Oh, mine. Put it back.
Let's try a chicken wing. These are the chicken wings. It's got that nice barbecue char on it actually. Yeah, very nice. And I've also got this mushroom here. This is the diet food, because you know we are on a diet. Ooh. That was barbecue day number 2. Glenn, do you think I've lost weight this weekend? We'll find out tomorrow morning. Let's do the weigh-in. See you then. £2. That cost me £2, so damn. 243.2. Now this puts me in a bit of a predicament, because at that point on Friday I'd lost 43 pounds. Now I've lost 41 pounds in total. And I really want to lose 50 pounds before I go to Spain in 11 days. I'm gonna try very, very hard. Oh, I'm so annoyed though. A little bit annoyed. £2, all for barbecue. And the second barbecue wasn't even that good. But as I say, body fluctuates. Not been to the bathroom, so I'm making excuses for myself now. Gutted. Never mind. I'll see ya on the next one when we find out what we can do with barbecue leftovers.